The season's first heat wave advisory was issued in Seoul on Wednesday, with afternoon temperatures reaching 35 degrees Celsius, while Jeju braced for the start of the annual monsoon season.
어제 서울의 기온이 35도까지 오르면서 올여름 첫 폭염주의보가 내려진 가운데 제주에서는 올해 첫 장맛비 대비에 들어갔습니다. So yesterday, I remember one of our listeners said the high this afternoon in my region is said to be 35 degrees. And I said, wow, that's hot. And then I looked at the weather forecast for the whole nation after I got that message. And I realized a lot of the central regions
Were even warmer.
were around that.
Yeah.
35 degrees.
Yeah, yesterday was insane. I could barely stay outside. So,
Yeah.
and apparently this year's advisory came one day later than last year's.
Okay.
So the advisory actually took effect in 92 regions across the country.
Cool.
With the KMA, they mentioned the influence of high atmospheric pressure and warm westerly wind, which was bringing temperatures up higher compared to the average in the last few years.
Exactly. And right now in Jeju, it's raining, and the monsoon season, I guess, has begun.
There it is. Yep,
Yeah.
it's started. So at least it won't be as hot there. I guess that's the one thing you can say.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find any silver lining here.
Exactly. And the rain gradually moves up as it normally, as it does every year. So I guess the southern regions and then later on us in
We'll
the central
finally get
regions.
it.
Yeah. we'll
And
get
some of the temperatures yesterday, there was a county in North Gyeongsang province that saw temperatures hit nearly 40 degrees at one point in the day. Gwangju hit 37 degrees.
Wow.
And that their previous record was 36.7 and yesterday apparently it was 37.2, so that destroyed a 66-year record. Daejeon saw temperatures hit just over 36 degrees too.
네.
So it's like everywhere was getting it yesterday.
경상도,
and
전라도,
probably today.
충청도, exactly. 다 그렇습니다. 어제 굉장히 많이 더웠고요. 올여름 첫 폭염주의보가 내려진 곳이 굉장히 많았습니다. 그런가 하면은 헤드라인에 나와 있듯이 제주 같은 경우에는 장맛비 대비에 들어갔는데 실제로 지금 현재 비가 오고 있다고 합니다. 제주도에서 듣고 계신 분들 현재 날씨 알려주시면 좋을 것 같고요. 표현 보겠습니다. An advisory was issued.
Advisory is a warning. You can even advisory, advice, so it's advice as well. It's a warning, it's advice.
Sure.
It's it's usually like a recommendation for caution is how I would think about it. So be careful.
Yep.
Sometimes we'll hear about travel advisories. Different countries will release travel advisories to their citizens saying, if you're going to go here, be very, very careful.
네. 자, advisory, 주의보가 되겠습니다. 주의보와 같이 많이 붙어 다니는 발령하다, 영어로는 issue라고 합니다. issue and advisory. 자, 그 다음에는 이제 annual monsoon season에서 annual 볼까요?
Something's annual, it happens every year. Usually we're talking about annual events, so it's one event, it happens one time,
Sure.
once a year.
Yeah.
But with monsoon season, it obviously extends over a period of time,
Right.
but it happens every year around the same time.
그렇죠. 1년에 한 번 일어나는 행사를 annual이라고 부를 수도 있고요. 이제 이 경우에는 매해 같은 기간쯤에 돌아오는 그 장마철을 얘기하고 있습니다.
You know, all big events, big sporting events, the Champions League final, the Super Bowl, the Oscars, these are all annual events.
Yeah. And if it happens every 2 years, then you say it's biennial.
Right.
And every 4 years, quadrennial, I guess. But we don't use that word much.
Right.
We'll just say the Olympics is held every 4 years.
Right.
All right, here's the headline again. The season's first heat wave advisory was issued in Seoul on Wednesday, with afternoon temperatures reaching 35 degrees Celsius, while Jeju braced for the start of the annual monsoon season.